Canucks really can make any team look good. Hey everyone, it is Ben back again, and the Habs win. What are you still doing here? You were supposed to be gone.
Yes! Yes! Yeah!
Because if not, they're gonna get blown away.
The cannon. It just kept firing.
I am excited. Hello everybody, it is Ben back again, and the Habs win 5-2 against the Vancouver Canucks. And last game before the bye week, so let's just get right into it. Early on in the first, the Byron, Plekanec, Gallagher line looking strong again. Second game in a row. Looked really good against Tampa. They're looking good again tonight. In the early goings, going in really hard in the forecheck, getting chances, but don't score for a little while. But then, 12:30 left in the period. Pacioretty on a breakaway. Yes, let's go. Let's keep this going. And then the puck bobbles on him and bounces over his stick because this is his season. But then 2 minutes later, Carl Alzner, offensive specialist Carl Alzner, gets his first goal with the Habs after he just puts a shot on and it bounces off a Vancouver stick and goes past Nielsen. And I was like, I'm sorry, Nielsen. You have to go through life knowing that Carl Alzner scored on you. That's sad. And the Habs would continue their strong play through the rest of the first, really. About 9-ish minutes left. The Udon, Deno, Pacioretty line looking really strong, getting some chances. They draw a penalty. And the Habs look good on the power play, but don't score. And then would go on to take one penalty of their own. And on that, Byron going in on a shorthanded breakaway. Let's go, Paulie B. Let's do this. And then Nielsen stops him. Very nice save, actually. First of many big saves by Nielsen on the night. Stops Byron on one of his patented shorthand breakaways. But then a late penalty by Shaw would put the Habs on the penalty kill for the last 30 or so seconds of the period. But look strong on the kill for the rest of the period and finish off the first period up 1-0. Outshot the Canucks pretty handily. Up 1-0. Kill a penalty and look fairly good on the power play of their own without scoring. So I'm like, okay, cool. Decent period. Let's keep this rolling. And second period, they come out strong in the kill and finish off the penalty that started in the first period with that shot taking it late. And then would draw a penalty of their own to make it 4-on-4. And Vancouver just turnovers on turnovers on turnovers, looking really weak to start the second. And from a 4-on-4 to a power play, only for Alex Galchenyuk with that beautiful one-timer of his on the power play. I don't understand why they don't use it more. Great feed from Petrie over to Chucky. Puts it posting in. Up 2-0 for the Habs. Beautiful goal, and I wish they would utilize that a little more on the power play. And then the Plekanec penalty a few minutes later was pretty weak. Besser sold that one pretty hard, but through the first 10 or so minutes, Habs continue to look strong, keeping the pressure on. They're up 2-0 in the second. And then the Udon, Deno, Pacioretty line gets a few more chances. It looks like it's only a matter of time before they get a goal. And then, about 10.5 minutes left in the period, De La Rose goes in alone on Nielsen, and he puts a shot on his own, and Nielsen makes another big save. Nielsen looks really good so far through the game. But then about 7 minutes left in the period, the Canucks finally get one back. Put a long shot on, Daniel Sedin tips it in. Carey Price never saw the puck because Brock Besser, of all people, not scoring. But hey, he puts the screen on Price, doesn't see where the puck's going. Tip goes in. Cuts the Habs lead to 1. And then the play would kind of die down for the rest of the second until about 3.5 minutes left. Habs get a power play. Chucky gets another couple chances from a spot, but misses both. And the Habs go into the third up 2-1. And then, as the third starts, both teams are kind of struggling to get much going. And for a moment, Alzner seems to be injured after going into the boards hard and kind of awkward after gets in a bit of a tangle with one of the Sedins. Nothing intentional, goes off and goes to the locker room, but then ends up coming back later in the game. He was fine. I was like, I hope it's best for Alzner's health, but I wouldn't mind him staying off. About 3 minutes in, Brock Besser gets a beautiful feed over to Del Zotto, who's streaking in to the Habs zone because David Schlemko had pinched too far up, leaving Galchenyuk to try to have to hurry his ass back to cover Del Zotto. Didn't have enough time. Beautiful feed from Besser out front to Del Zotto, who goes in alone on Price. Forehand, backhand, 5-hole. Nice goal by Del Zotto, but some pretty weak defense by the Habs there. And they tie it up 2-2 with a lot of time left in the third. But then we get it back with another beautiful goal by Galley, who, after Byron really hard on the forecheck, keeps the puck into the Vancouver zone, about 13 minutes left in the period, and gets it back to Alzner, who puts it on. Galley gets the rebound and snipes it for his 16th of the year. Habs take the lead back, and after that, for once, they actually stay on it. They keep attacking, they keep pressing, which is something they're really bad about. For the rest of the period, looking good. Looks like they might actually pull out a win here. They might hold on to a lead. They might be okay. And then with about a minute 20-ish, Brock Besser goes in alone, has a chance to snipe it, and a big save by Carey and Brock Besser. Not too many goalies can say that these days. Then with about a minute 20 left, there's a face-off at the Habs blue line. Habs win it. Galley and Byron go streaking up the ice on a 2-on-1. Gallagher across to Byron, goes forehand, backhand of his own, puts it past Nielsen, puts the Habs up 4-2, and you could tell the game was over. But then Pacioretty ices it a little bit more with an empty net goal. I'm like, okay, 2 goals in 2 games, 2 goals in a row. Keep this going, Patch. I know one of them was an empty netter, but try to keep it going. So final thoughts. I'm not really going to get in too much into the Bergevin press conference from before the game because a lot of it was just the typical stuff I expected him to say. Said the team hadn't thrown in the towel yet, but like, what is the general manager going to say? That, oh yeah, we're fucking giving up. I don't know what these guys are doing on the ice. I don't even know why they're... Obviously he's going to say that. The thing that was interesting was he said that he knows Drouin is better suited as a winger, but because of the situation we're in, you have to play him at center. And I'm like, no, the solution is literally on his line. Just do it. Anyway, I'm not going to go on that tirade again. And the other thing I noticed actually was brought up by Arpon Basu in an article for The Athletic. He was interviewing Bergevin. He asked whether it was possible to rebuild a team with Price and Weber as the 2 pillars, with them both being above the age of 30 in their contract situation, whatever, what have you. And Bergevin responded with, I prefer the term reset better than rebuild. That's just me. You might not like it. Now, Basu also mentioned in his article that comment could have just been an offhanded comment, could mean nothing. But it also could mean that that had actually already come up within the Habs GM brain trust group of people, kind of people, which is big, because is Bergevin actually thinking about that, which gives me a little hope, maybe? As it comes to the game, the Gallagher-Plekanec-Byron line, again looking like one of the best lines in the team for the second game in a row. Against Tampa, they played more of a defensive role, shutting down some of Tampa's bigger snipers and forwards. But this time getting into all the offense, beautiful goals by Gallagher and Byron, and just looking great again for the second game in a row. I know his goal was an empty netter, but now Pacioretty has a goal in each of the last 2 games. So hopefully coming out of the bye week, if he survives the bye week, he'll be ready to go and keep that pace going. And if he doesn't survive the bye week, because, big changes came last time around, I think it's pretty easy to see who is basically being gift-wrapped to be the next Habs captain in Brendan Gallagher. 16 goals on the year now, on pace for 30. It's just hard to imagine how much worse the season would be right now if we hadn't had the production from him that we've gotten all season so far. Anyway, we're going into the Habs bye week now. All week, no games until next Saturday we play Boston, so nice little break in there for the Habs and for me. So I don't know if this win last night really changed much when it comes to the playoff picture. I still think that's doubtful. But we'll have to wait and see, and we'll have to wait and see how we do against Boston next Saturday. But until then, I'll see you guys later.